In this video I'm going to demonstrate the Turkish cast on for toe-up socks using the magic loop technique. So I've got a circular needle, I've got a 100cm circular needle. I find it easier to work magic loop with a very long circular needle because it's easier with the cord. So using my circular needle with both points facing in the same direction, I'm going to place a slip knot on the lower needle. And this is a little baby demo sock. So for this one I only need to cast on 6 stitches. I'm going to do 6 wraps around both needles. So just to remind people, the slip knot goes onto the lower needle and then the working yarn comes up from behind the 2 needles, and I'm going to wrap 6 times around the 2 needles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1 more. So that's 6 wraps plus the slip knot. So I'm going to hold on to the yarn at the back so that this loop doesn't come undone, and now I'm going to pull the lower needle towards the right. So the loops are going onto the cord and I need to be able to pull it out long enough to be able to bring my point back round in order to now start knitting with that point. So making sure that the yarn stays wrapped around the cord, I can now knit. Let me just get that first stitch in place. So I can now knit the 6 loops off the needle where the loops are on the point. So that's my 6 stitches, and now the other needle is now free. So I need to turn the knitting around, and now I need to pull the cord so that the stitches that were on the cord are going towards the point, but before they go onto the point on that side I also need to pull the needle where I was knitting towards the right so that the stitches go onto the cord, and then push these ones up onto the point of the needle. I've got 6 loops plus a slip knot. We don't need this slip knot now that it was just to secure the yarn to start with, so I can remove the slip knot, but it's important to keep that yarn wrapped over the top of the working yarn so that you don't lose this stitch on the bottom loop. And now I'm going to knit the 6 stitches off the needle onto the other end. And that's my 6 stitches. So we've now cast on the Turkish cast on. If I just tilt this up, we've got 1 round of knitting, and we've got a row of stitches between the 2 needles, which is the same as the equivalent of doing a grafted row at the end of a top-down sock. So that's the Turkish cast on for toe-up socks using the magic loop.